Hi, and welcome once again. Thank you so far for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. Tonight, we are discussing the last scene episode for Ready to Love. Um, and in this episode, of course, begins with AJ deciding whether to keep Kyra or letting her go or to let go of Alexis finally. And of course, he decides that he has chosen to keep Kyra. And as I said previously, I thought that, of course, Kyra would have been the one who would have been eliminated, and I would have welcomed it because, to be honest, I don't think that Kyra is feeling any of the men that are remaining, including AJ, to that degree where she wants to say she's going to be fully invested in a relationship. However, though I really was not feeling it for AJ in previous episodes, for this episode, I can say without a doubt, AJ has actually stepped up to the plate. I really like the way how he treated Kyra in this meeting with her, where he sits down and he talks about his feelings and whether or not he wanted Kyra to stay at the house. And although Kyra did not truly open up to AJ, I appreciated that AJ was willing to do the work that was necessary to win Kyra's heart over. This was kind of in contrast to what Jason expected. Jason expected Kyra to, in Jamaican terms, we say run you down, right? Which means to pursue someone without you putting in any form of work for that person to pursue you. So just as how Alexis was pursuing AJ, I think Jason wanted um, Kyra to pursue him in that regard. But Kyra, of course, as she stated from the day one, that she does not pursue men, men pursue her. And I am really happy that Kyra stuck to what she believed in and did not fall for that type of expectation from Jason, because at the end of the day, it is the woman who should be the prize, yeah, in a relationship. And that is why, the term comes up about, trophy wife. Yeah, the woman is a trophy. So why should the trophy be running down the competitors in the game? No, that's not how it works. So I am happy that Kyra did not take that bait from Jason in the way that Liz has. Even though Liz has not been aggressive in pursuing Jason, I think Liz had opened up herself in a way that Kyra had not. And Jason saw that Liz was expressing that she was happy to be in his presence at all times. And so he was more comfortable with Liz because he didn't have to do much work in order to gain her attention. But he did not like the fact that he had to work to gain Kyra's attention. And the same thing goes for for AJ, but now Jason is realizing that, Kyra likes him chasing after her. And that is how it actually should be, right? Now, after that whole meeting between AJ and Kyra, AJ then had to, of course, communicate his decision to Alexis. And I was kind of tickled by this statement that AJ made to Alexis to say, don't be a stranger. No, you have to be careful about the words that men will use. And you have to, listen to what they are saying, right? They are not going to come out and tell you the harsh truth about their intentions. Now, when he said, don't be a stranger, what did AJ actually mean? AJ is really saying, AJ is really communicating to Alexis that, hey, I like your company, but at the end of the day, I am not interested in having a relationship with you. So if you want to come and be a part of my in within my environment, you know, go out together, enjoy my company. I am okay with that, but I am not okay with having a relationship with you, right? And some women will fall for it that, hey, the guy still wants me. He still wants me to be around him, but in what capacity, ladies? So you have to be careful about that, okay? Um, the episode was good. There were a lot of points that I truly enjoyed. What about you guys? What parts did you really, really like? I particularly observed that Kyra and Liz really was having some type of competition going on between the two women, right? Liz and Kyra were interested in the same guy from the day, well, I wouldn't say from day one. Of course, Liz was interested in David, as I said before. But that competition between the two women sparked that interest in the same man, sparked an interest between the two, some type of competition, sorry, between the two women. And as a result, I think that they ended up disliking each other. And I was not here for the way in which the two women were back and forthing with each other. It did not look cute at all. All right. And Liz tries to play the bigger person, but her facial expressions, you can see clearly that she is not here for Kyra. And Kyra's facial expressions tell you that she is not here for Liz. And oh my, you could see the tension increasing between the two women. But at the end of the day, it would not end up being nice because Jason is the is the person between the two sandwiches, the two ladies, and he had to make a decision at the end of the day. But what I did not like is that Jason really had made up his mind, just as he said he had made up his mind, and he still wanted to have his cake and eat it, right? So he was trying to string along Kyra, which I think Kyra kind of got that message when she went to the ranch and realized that the relationship that Jason had with Liz was a very strong connection. She realized that immediately after seeing the two of them together. So for Jason to then have Kyra, as she said, wanting Kyra to tell him what was her decision, who was she interested in, I think is really Jason trying to say that, yeah, two women are after me and I am the one who gets to choose which of them I wanted. And that is what Jason, the game that Jason was really playing. But Kyra did not want to choose Jason and then to find out that Jason did not choose her. So that was Kyra's thing, right? But the two women were really at each other's necks over who would end up with Jason, right? And who is Jason really? Jason is not all that. I don't even think Jason is all that. But, it's a game show. So at the end of the day, somebody has to end up winning the guy. And I think this is why there is an issue between the two ladies. Because when Liz was talking about her date with Jason and Kyra was there laughing, I knew that after that laugh would come the argument, right? Because Kyra is saying it is comical that Jason would choose you, right? And say that you are pure and all of these things. But at the end of the day, he never communicated to me that that is what he was looking for, right? It no look good still. It no look good. I'm really sorry that that happened. That had to happen between Kyra and Liz. that at the end of the day someone had to be chosen, but it really did not look good. And I have to blame Jason at the end of the day for how that went down. And then he's telling Liz one thing, and then he come back to it and telling Kyra a different thing, because him tell Liz that he make up his mind long time. And then when him sit down with Kyra, him telling Kyra something different, that no, him never make up in mind, and that's on him if he had said that. So why you lying to Liz? So either way, my youth, you lie, right? And I did not appreciate that Jason handled it the way he did. And for that, I have to say that Jason was really playing both women. Both Kyra and Liz were being played by Jason. Anywho, for the rest of the show, we see where Amber and KG meets up, and they were having a conversation. And of course, KG brings up that he is not really having sex until marriage. And Amber is like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. What do you mean by when I have sex until marriage? So apparently, it is not Liz is the only virgin in this season. It's both Liz and KG. And this is surprising, of course, for such a show to be coming on here trying to find a mate, and then to say that you're a virgin and you don't intend to get married in this day and age, 2021. But of course, we're not going to discount KG's principle if we're going to really believe what um, Liz is saying to be true. So we're going to take that, yes, KG is holding back on the sex, as he said, and Amber just has to wait. Do you believe what KG is saying? Tell me down in the comments what you think. What you think really going to happen between KG and Amber? I like their relationship anyhow, and I really hope that it blossoms into something. I personally feel that production likes KG because KG for this season has only been shown in a positive light. I think because of the previous season and the way he was portrayed, they probably wanted to redeem him somewhat, and so they brought him back in the second season so that they could show him in a more positive light, right? So for that, I'm gonna say, being that KG has made it thus far, all the way to the finals, I think that KG and somebody in production stroke up some type of friendship, and they are looking out for him. But Amber really deserves that, that thing there. I wonder if KG is really going to give it to her. Oh, well, anyways, there were a lot of highlights in this episode. I rate that Kyra really sought to get answers from what's his name there, Jason, and come get some closure on the issue between herself and him. And when she went and had the sit down with Jason, at the end of it, Jason, of course, admitted that his decision would not have changed even if Kyra were to have chosen him. And then he had the nerve to ask Kyra, do you feel any better? Do you feel any better now that I have answered that for you? I think Jason was being very nonchalant, very dismissive of Kyra's feelings. And that tells you a little bit more about the type of person that Jason really is. Very dismissive. I mean, the whole entire time the girl has been showing you that she likes you and she wants to pursue a relationship with you, and for you to tell her, say, okay, now that you know that me choose Liz, you feel any better? And Kyra, of course, answers and says, no, that don't make me feel any better. Now that you have disclosed that piece of information to me, of course, we're going to be friends going forward. but you played with my emotions. This is what I wasn't expecting this from you. And I think Kyra at this point is opening up her eyes to see that the relationship between her and AJ was really meant to be, because herein you have reached out to another person who you thought you would have liked, and in fact this person did not care much about your feelings. Now the other person has been doing the work trying to win your heart over, so now it frees you up to now look at that other person and then, decide what you want. But I think for this reason, Kyra, I kind of give you a little bit hard time right there. So because you should have made up your mind, as Jason said, before you even went to the ranch, you should have made up your mind which guy you were going to choose, right? You should have made up your mind, even if you're going to listen to what the other one was going to tell you. You should have made up your mind about who you truly wanted instead of being there playing with both of them. Want all, you lose all. So you cannot be like that. And then when you are not chosen by the other guy, you are, acting like, this guy put you down in the worst way. And as a result, you're going to have a difficult time, speaking to him. But anywho, these are some of my thoughts regarding this episode. Tell me what you guys think. Please, I'm asking you guys to, give me a comment, give me a like, and subscribe if you will, so that you can be notified whenever I go live again. That's all I have for now. If I have anything more, of course, I will come back and share with you. Bye.